Meghan Markle was determined not to give birth to Archie amid a media circus, leading to Buckingham Palace putting out a statement after she had already given birth, a new book has claimed. Meghan Markle put out a false statement about the birth of Archie to avoid media attention, a new book claims. Prince Harry and Meghan welcomed their first child, now 3, into the world at Portland Hospital, London on May 6, 2019. According to royal author Valentine Lowe, Archie's birth came following a series of battles with the media that spring and summer involving the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Writing in his upcoming book Courtiers, The Hidden Power Behind the Crown, set to be released on Thursday, October 6 and serialized in The Times, Lowe explains that the Sussexes had also recently employed a new private secretary. Sam Cohen, the outgoing private secretary, was apparently delighted to be leaving. A source told Lowe, Sam always made clear that it was like working for a couple of teenagers. They were impossible and pushed her to the limit. She was miserable. A friend said that Sam was fed up with constantly having to battle on Harry and Meghan's behalf, while taking all this abuse from them, with Lowe adding that she was having to arrange their personal lives too, becoming more involved than a private secretary would expect to be. Cohen was replaced by Fiona McIlwim shortly before Archie was born. Lowe writes that Fiona McIlwim initially loved the role, and wanted to help Meghan navigate the cultural differences she was a victim of as an American in the UK. However, it did not take long for the shine to wear off, Lowe claims. One sticking point was a lavish baby shower that Meghan had in New York, but the main issue was Archie's birth. Lowe writes, when Archie was due in May, Meghan was determined to avoid the indignity of a royal birth with journalists camped outside the hospital. The palace put out a statement saying that the Duchess had gone into labor, only for it to emerge later than she had, in fact, given birth some 8 hours before. In another break with royal tradition, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry will not make their son's birth certificate public. The certificate, which will have to list the place of birth for Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, will be submitted to a local registrar but not made available by Buckingham Palace. The move is in stark contrast to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, who permitted the birth certificates of each of their 3 children, George, Charlotte and Louis, to be released for the benefit of the historic record. Harry and Meghan want to keep the location of their son's birth private for as long as possible, the source reports. A royal expert has revealed that King Charles III has not decided yet as to whether the Duke of Sussex and his wife the Duchess of Sussex's children Archie and Lilibet can have prince and princess titles. Royal editor for The Times Roy Annika has described the new monarch's lack of decision on the issue as heightening tensions between Charles, 73, and son Harry, 38, and his wife Meghan. The royal editor states that Harry and Meghan are understood to fear the king may strip Archie and Lilibet of their titles, after his reluctance immediately to recognise their elevated status after the Queen's death. Following the late Queen's death at Balmoral, 3-year-old Archie and 1-year-old Lilibet are entitled to be given the titles of Prince and Princess as they are now the grandchildren of the king. When both children were born, they were too far down the succession line to receive the title, but following the death of the Queen they are now the grandchildren of the current monarch and not the great-grandchildren, meaning they could be able to use the HRH title and be addressed as Prince and Princess. However, as the children will be non-working royals, they may not be given the HRH title but could still be a Prince and Princess.